Today we're back with probably the last video of the series. Well, to Diamond at least. I'm not too sure if I'll carry this video after Diamond, only because VALHALLAN from Diamond is like the biggest gap in the world. It's around, I want to say 400 to 500 elo, and that's pretty much just me playing the same people over and over again. So that's pretty much just 400 elo of me playing the same people, giving the same advice over and over again because they all play the same. But if y'all want to see that, let me know. I'll try to see what I can do. Also, don't worry, I will be releasing another series shortly after this. You guys have been loving them, so we're gonna keep doing them. As of now, we're about what, 1848, I want to say. So that's only around 150 elo away from Diamond. So the key points I want to make this video is the road to Diamond is very big on adaptation. At this stage of the game, everybody knows to play the game, so you can't really punish them for two dumb mistakes. You have to actually adapt to see what they're missing out on and what they're not doing right. So for example, he keeps throwing out side lights. I gotta catch that and I gotta remember that so I can punish it next time he pops a side light. Basically, all these players know how to actually play the game, so you kind of have to get like a little bit creative, I want to say. You gotta try to find weak spots in their defense, right? So okay, that guy you just saw, he dodged in the first stock. Remember, you want to use the first stock to like try to get some information on them, right? So for the first dodge, he dodged in. Okay, he likes to do dare so far. Dodge down. So see, they're mixing up their dodges more. He dodged down that time. So it seems like when he's on the stage, he likes to favor dodging down more. And it seems like he loves to do dares on axe. So now that we know that, well, first of all, we took his stock off because he was just not using his options very well off the stage. But now that we know that, we can be aware of his down airs, especially on both weapons. If they like to do it on one weapon, they most likely like to do it on both. So you can see that he went for some down airs. Again, a down air, a sig, and he just killed himself. And he disconnected. And that was purely just by me knowing that he does down airs, so I was trying to bait for something. And literally, you know, he saw me off stage, and he tried to go for a dare, and he killed himself. On the Miami Dome this time. Find some lance. Okay, gotta remember, first stock. Try to gather some information. Okay. Alright, so he seems to really like being on the ground. You can tell, right? He's really passive, you can tell. Then when we get near him, then he starts throwing out some aerial or some type of really fast attack. We cut his dodge there. Just get weapon throw to get more space. Fetching for the down sig or the side sig. We knew he was going to do that. And we got him with the ground pound there. Most of the time, Scarlet's on the hammer, they love to go for that side sig when you're off stage. So you really want to fish for those. A lot of other legends also have some of those. Over experience, you'll kind of catch on and you'll understand what some legends like really love to do. Like, you know, the Queen Eyes, they love the down sig to cover off the stage. So it all just depends on the legend you're fighting. But this guy is probably going to go for another side sig. See, I knew it. Okay, now he's juggling around a lot. So, oh, that was a good down sig. You can see he was juggling around us a lot. So this guy's pretty passive, you can tell. Again, you can tell just by him running away. And because of that, we have to be more aware of our moves. So this is where you kind of have to play more like scared than they are. It seems like kind of a bad way to play the game, but this is the way if you really do want to win. This is the way you truly have to play. So you just have to wait for a whiff and punish. But as I was saying, make him whiff and then punish him. Alright, we overcommitted there. That's another big thing. I would say probably don't overcommit. I did overcommit there, but I got back on safely. Dodge in and stay in. So I have adapted to this guy, and you can tell because I did start playing a little slower just so he wouldn't be able to catch me. Like, he wants me to go into him. You see this? He's on hammer and he doesn't really want to approach me, so he wants me to approach him. And I'm making him approach me so we can get the damage on instead. And you can see he's dodging in a lot, right? So these are the type of habits we have against him. He likes floating and he likes dodging in a lot. So we start combining those, we can really build up some damage on him right now. Try to follow that up with a sig. Hit him with the recovery. See this? He's kind of sig spamming now. Okay, hit him off the wall. Gonna come back up, hit him with the recovery, wait out an option, and he is dead. That guy was 1900, so he was pretty much almost diamond. And that game just kind of showed that these players do not play the same at all. Whether down there in gold and lower plat, they kind of do have the same play styles. But up here, that's where people start to be more creative and they start to have their own different play styles. Out the gate, you can see this guy's doing your attacks already. This guy's really big on like having stage control. He's dashing around a lot. And the last guy wasn't. The last guy was really passive. And if you didn't see that, that guy just wasted his dodge and we punished it. So now he's red, we're orange, right? So we just want to, again, make sure to see what he does. So when he's at the red, he gets really scared and he starts spamming moves. So right there when he starts spamming a bunch of random moves to try to make up for the damage that we just did to him. And the side stick is going to kill him. So again, now that we know he spammed moves in the red, he's probably going to do that again because remember, we are a stock ahead. We kind of want to stay a little far back. You kind of just want to not overcommit anything on this stock because this is a stock that's having you in the lead right now. See, he just went for a random sig there. He wasted his dodge. We caught his dodge. Again, he dodged in the air, so we caught that one more time. Again, random sig to try to hit me. Random Sarah to try to hit me. I ran another random Sarah, another random move. You really don't want to be scared like these types of players, because you see how bad you start playing when you're really scared. You start just whiffing so much because you're so scared that they're gonna hit you, and you just can't build up no damage. Oh, I just killed myself. And you just can't build no damage if you're whiffing endlessly and they're just punishing you for it. So you want to be aware of your own mistakes too. You know, if you're missing too much, you gotta stop, you know, step back and try to see what you're doing wrong, and then based on that you can play how you want. Okay, he's on his last stock. Waste his dodge. He wants me to approach him now, but we're not gonna let that happen, so we're gonna let him approach us. He dodged down there. See if he does it again. Nope, dodge out. You see, you do play a lot different. A lot of them like to play passive. Again, you just gotta be aware of that, and he killed himself. I don't know if you guys can see why adaptation is a really big part of this, but it's because these people can change their playstyle based on any stock in the game. For the first stock, they can come out the gate like really aggressive and they're throwing out every single move in the book. And then once it goes near to the end, they start playing really passive because they're down like what, 1 or 2 stocks, and they need to get that damage back. So you really have to be seeing what they're doing at all times and making sure you're not messing up too badly either. Okay, out the gate, they're doing some dashes back here, back and forth. Okay, get near him, some whiffs. A lot of whiffs actually. So again, this guy comes out the gate really aggressive as well. You gotta remember with these really aggressive people, you want to wait till they miss and then try to get in there. So let's try to get him to miss here. Miss. Caught that. Seems like he loves doing dares too. He just did 2 dares in a row. Kick him off the stage a little bit. Oh, okay. He goes for the end sig. Gets us with the end sig. Okay, oh, you see that? So he tried to wait a little bit longer to catch me going off stage. He should just try to do it again. So that's where the delaying of the recovery is really good, because you can tell if they're trying to fish for something. Like that guy, he was trying to fish for either a ground pound, a dare, or even just his end sig to spike me down. So again, you want to be aware of those things. He did dodge in there. That should have caught the dodge in. Don't really know why I didn't. You see he's back on axe. I am red, so he's probably going to throw out some type of random moves. Like you see that. Just to try to kill me because I am really low. Again, another sig. A Sarah. Probably going to try to overcommit here. Yeah. Again, just the trends that I learned from playing so long. Okay. Come in. Nice. See, because he's still trying to be aggressive right now, and I'm playing passive. I'm out passiving him, and he just doesn't realize it. And again, he just tried to get a little gimp on me. He just tried to sig me to get me down there, and we killed him. We were both on the last stock now, so let's see what happens. Let's see if he changes his playstyle. So it seems like no. So it seems like he's the same throughout. He likes being really aggressive. That's probably why he is up here. He's playing a really strong weapon like axe, and he's really aggressive, which could scare a lot of people. So now that we know that, oh, we caught his dodge there. Go up. Nope. Continue a little bit. Recovery. He does only have a dodge left, and he's gonna try to gimp us, and that's the game. There's people who are like that, and they're just really aggressive, and they just don't stop. Against those people, you want to slow down a little bit, you know, really think about what's happening, and then try to think of a plan to try to hit them. Try not to let their movement get in the way, just focus on them whiffing. Let's team up. We have another Taros, so we can see if this guy acts the same. Okay. So again, he rushed in. Oh, he wasted his dodge off the rip, though. So no, you can tell this guy's a lot more passive. This guy likes to think a lot more rather than just endless whiffing, but we have been catching his dodges, so he does dodge a lot in the air. So now that we know he dodges out a lot in the air, when he's in the air and he wastes his dodge, we really want to take advantage of it. Okay, also he's very passive. He wants the right spacing, so again, we have to abuse that, play a little more aggressive against this guy, not really let him get that spacing that he wants. Oh, that was bad by him. And that's gonna be a stop. He's actually playing that really well, and then he overcommitted a little bit, which is a little rough on his part, but it's alright. Oh, random sig there. You see, this guy's doing the same thing though. We're at red, really low, and he's just trying to find an option to try to kill me. You never really want to try to kill the sig or any super like long attack that takes forever to do it, because if you miss, you can just get a lot of damage piled up on you, because they really have nothing to lose. They're on their winning stock. Like you see there, he just dodged. We caught some damage there. Again, we caught it again. We have nothing to lose because we're on our winning stock, so this is all just free extra damage we're getting. Ooh, okay, he caught the end light and we finally died. But look at that, his health is now at red. And we got all that just from our winning stock, which means that we have a very big lead running into this, which is going to make it pretty hard to lose. Okay. End sig, and he's dead. And a 2-1 lead. Again, we want to do the first thing we did after we had our first stock lead. Don't want to play too aggressive, just want to wait for him to miss because he's going to get really mad that he's a whole stock behind. Yeah, see that he went for that end sig to try to go for some type of gimp once again. To get really aggressive when you're ahead of them. So leading into the next stock, we do have a very big advantage going into this. And he still has the pressure on him of trying to make the comeback. Okay, now you can see he's playing a lot more passive. He's jumping around a lot more. Oh, he went for a random sig there. He's fishing for an end sig here, so let's not give it to him. See that? End sig. Got the weapon throw. Miss. but we catch the D-Light ground pound. Oh, now we got a Petra. All right, we got some gauntlet and orb action. Again, you can tell right off the gate, this guy is very aggressive. Again, he's getting near me, he's just pressing random buttons. So let's see if he does any other habits besides that. Okay, he seems like he's not dodging a lot, which is something we can pick up on. So on top of just straight mashing, he's also just not dodging unless he has to. So here, we're just cycling him out, and just like that, his whole stock is gone. That was a little fast, so I'll try to slow it down just a little bit. But again, we are on our gain stock, so you don't want to get too aggressive here. You just want to play around him. Again, miss. Bad, really bad dodge from him. Knew he was gonna go for that, so we had to dodge there because he does play really aggressive. Again, really bad GC again. We're gonna overextend here because he missed the ground pound and he just gave up on that stock. I hope I'm not making this seem easier than it is, but this is really just this easy. As long as you're not overcommitting on anything, they'll just straight up give up. Like this guy, his mental is absolutely destroyed. You can just tell from how he's playing now, he just doesn't want to play the game anymore. So yeah, this guy, he has all the movement down, but again, he's just straight whiffing. He's just using the movement to kind of mask his whiffing. This guy really thinks that if you move super fast, they won't be able to tell that you're whiffing, which is definitely not the case. Catch him with the recovery. And catch him with the true combo. That guy was 1968, which puts us at 1978. Around 1 or 2 games more and we should be in diamond. Fighting the Sidra, some cannon and sword. Sword does not have a lot of weaknesses, so this could be a little difficult. But cannon, on the other hand, cannon is very good. This guy is moving a lot more, so we kind of want to see what he does. Let's get near him. Okay, so he whiffed there. We're gonna extend on that whiff. Gonna get some more damage in. Oh, caught us with that N-Sig. Do want to be a little scared of that N-Sig there. He did dodge in there. So it seems like he really loves doing the N-Sig to try to condition us. We don't want to let that happen because he's going to be punishing our floor moves a lot. So you see there, we're going to dodge that weapon throw. He tried to go for a GC to try to kill me, and again he has no options, which makes him dead. So these types of players who do move around a lot and they know what they're doing, they are a little harder to punish. You do have to play really close attention to see what they're doing wrong, and this guy, his spacing is just a little more off, so that's really what I'm taking into account. But again, you can just see he's doing the same thing that the others are doing. He's getting very aggressive when I'm at red and he's a whole stock down, which makes it very easy for us because we are racking up a lot of damage with not really a lot of expense. There, he lasted way too long. We were baiting him out on the side. He lasted way too long off the stage and he got wall slipped. We're gonna wait here. We're gonna try to extend this stock as long as possible. And now, even after losing that stock, we're a whole stock ahead, so we can still get a lot more damage in. Beware the dodge reads. You never really want to dodge the same way with cannon at all, or any weapon in the game, but especially cannon. Really want to be scared of what the cannon players can do. So again, he's just kind of matching to try to get on the stage. We were cycling him so he couldn't get back on. Back up. He's using a lot of stairs to try to approach me with cannon, which is a really bad thing for him to do because we are conditioning him. We are getting used to that, so we are just knocking him back. And again, he's playing really aggressive now. We are playing really passive. We are both on one stock. We do have the damage lead, so there's no need to get too aggressive here. Again, there's no need to play aggressive, so just, you know, keep your stage control. Don't really go off, and then downlight's gonna do the job. Oh, and that guy was 2080. That guy was almost 2100. That's almost 100 elo more. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, that is gonna bring us to 1999. Which means we are 1 game away from diamonds, so let's get into it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be diamond. It's been a long journey, came all the way from platinum, fought all types of different players, but we have finally made it to diamond. So I'll show you guys what to work on, and that is going to be the end, or maybe not, but most likely it's going to be the end of this series. So again, we get an experimental queue here. The main 3 things I would recommend is obviously adaptation. You really have to get good at adapting and seeing what your opponents are doing. Next thing I would say is probably gonna be reactions. As you can see during my games a lot, I wasn't really going for reads much. So during the games, I would attack them, see where they go, and then try to attack them right after before they can dodge again. Adapting is a really good tool. You know, you can use it a lot. It's really good to learn that at any rank in the game. And the last thing is going to be movement. It sounds pretty repetitive, but you can see how some people here, they were moving around a lot. Like they were really using their dashes to their advantage, and you can see like they were trying to mask with their whiffs. But in general, just having good movement is like everything. That kind of leads into spacing, like being right next to them and they can't hit you, and then you can just get in there and get your hits in. It's a crazy good skill to have, and to confuse your enemies by dashing around them like this and like having them miss makes it really easy for you to go in and go for the punish. Some people were asking me what punish means. Punish just means that you attack right when they make a dumb move, like miss, or when they dodge bad. Those can honestly just add up into a lot of damage that you can use later in the game. And the last big tip I would give is do not overcommit when you are a full stock ahead. Use that stock to your advantage. You saw a lot of these players when I was a stock above them, they would push me and they were trying to kill me really badly, which I used to my advantage, and I backed up a little bit to try to combat that, and it worked a lot of the times. I got their stocks really low, and if it doesn't, I mean, it's fine. You know, you guys are now tied. You want to extend the lead as much as you can. And yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.